So the last time we were here, we heard Charlie Beck defend a body cam video of an officer planting drugs in a person's wallet. This was one more confirmation of what we already knew, that body cameras are not for LA residents and they are not for accountability. They are instead just one more tool for police to use to capture video footage. And even when outreach is conducted by this department to get public feedback about tools of surveillance like drones and like body cameras, it's done in the most false, constricting way, for example, with the body camera outreach. For people who felt that no video release policy was sufficient, there was nowhere to put that on the survey. So folks had to choose between filling out a survey and being forced to pick a release window for a policy they didn't agree with, or just not filling out the survey and not having any response recorded. And that wasn't an accident. Whoever designed that survey would have made that choice. Then with the drone outreach, same thing. We saw how there was a request for feedback, but responses were only considered legitimate if they were worded in a unique way. And things like postcards. We had hundreds of postcards that were delivered to this office, but were considered not legitimate by Germala here because they weren't postmarked, even though they were written and filled out by folks who live in neighborhoods that are most impacted by police occupation and by people who frankly have no interest in coming here or in sending an email to LAPD or in even writing their name, but they wanted to fill out a postcard to let you know how they felt. But that was disregarded because it didn't match with the kind of feedback LAPD was looking for. With the bias policing survey, LAPD took a survey of 2,000 people, then decided that folks of color who expressed mistrust of police only answered in a certain way, in that way because of the political climate, not based on decades and even centuries of policing of their neighborhoods and bodies. That was actually written into the report by Dr. Craig Uchida, who runs justice and security strategies and who has been working with LAPD for the last 9 years to implement predictive policing. So you have a person whose company makes money off LAPD with predictive policing, and then you have the same person interpreting the results and making recommendations about sending more police into black neighborhoods. The LAPD's outreach is a mockery and a sham, and we will keep calling it out as such.